So it is Monday. I felt good enough yesterday to try and add something to my hair, so I used the Transylvania Black from Arctic Fox. And I already knew it doesn't cover up grays, but it darkened everything else a little bit. The only time I had used that before was just to try to cover grays in the front at the roots. So I didn't use it on my whole head like I did yesterday, and it made such a mess. Just rinsing it out, my hands were completely blue. It was all blue down my back. It stained the crap out of the shower and tub. So I don't think I'm ever going to use that again, because it's a semi-permanent anyway, and I've never used semi-permanent black for my whole head. But it made more of a mess than any permanent black dye I have ever used. And also, I don't know if the COVID has like messed with my sense of smell. Like, I haven't lost my sense of taste, sense of smell, anything. But the hair dye, it usually smells like grapes. The Arctic Fox hair dye always smells like grape. And it smelled like burnt hair and chemicals to me for some reason. I don't know if the bottle I have is old, because I think it's more than a year old, but I'm gonna have to like smell my other ones to see how off they smell. Last night, my fever came back for a little bit. It wasn't as bad as it was Saturday night. Saturday was the worst day of it for me. So I didn't feel great last night, so I went to bed, and I woke up feeling okay again. So I'm back to feeling pretty good. I just have like a very constant have to blow my nose type sinus head cold, what do you call it, symptoms going on right now. Like, I just changed Aiden's sheets and that wiped me. That like took all my energy, so I definitely can't do much yet. I'm not trying to push myself, but I was trying to at least get that done today, because Aiden's feeling like 100% better today. It's like I'm washing all his throw blankets and stuff that were on his bed. I just like to, I'm super anal about cleaning everything when everybody's sick, so I can't wait to do our sheets and pillowcases and everything. And pillows, I'm gonna wash the pillows too, and so I figured if I get his done today, over the next few days I can do the rest of the crap. I will have it be known that Steven's work is basically forcing him to go back to work tomorrow. I don't know what happened to you need to have 2 negative COVID tests, because I guess they threw that out the window. He tried to call them to tell them he needed like a few more days because he's still showing symptoms and he's still testing positive. And they tried to send him to like, I guess they have these different companies. They have one company that takes care of like initial COVID claims, like if you're calling out because you have COVID, but then that company only handles it for like the first 5 days. If you need more than the 5 days off, you gotta go somewhere else and file a friggin' claim. They want you to go to a doctor and fill out all this paperwork and stuff, and then they don't even care if you go back and you're still positive. So it doesn't make any sense to me that they're making you jump through all these friggin' hoops. So he's gonna go back to work tomorrow, still positive. That's how he fucking got it in the first place. They're treating people this way. There's probably so many people walking around there that went back too soon. They're still testing positive. That's how he got it. That's exactly how he got it. I'm so aggravated right now. I can't. Like, you want him to go back and like infect everybody that he's working with. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So anyway, he's gonna go back tomorrow, and I'm like, you're not gonna feel like working tomorrow. Just act really sick and freaking come home. Because like, I'm so winded, and it's weird because like it didn't get to my lungs. It didn't get to any of our lungs, thank God. But like I said, I changed Aiden's sheets, and I was so like just whooped afterwards. And that now like going up and down the stairs, it's like I just ran a marathon or something. So it is hasn't been a fun time, but as soon as like this sinus thing is gone, I'll feel so much better. I've just been, my lips have been so chapped. I know I keep complaining about that. I've been trying to chug as much water as I possibly can, which is in turn making me have to pee all day long. I'm not happy at all. And I have to, I have to let Aiden's school know that he's going to be out a few more days. He's sneezing, but he feels so much better, so I'm very happy about that. But like, I have stuff to get caught up on now, and he's not going to feel like sitting on a computer all day long for the next couple days to do school, so I can always tell a little white lie and say we just came down with it, like today, and that'll get him a few days off of school. As long as they don't want me to take him to friggin' doctors and shit and have them fill out things saying he's okay to come back. It just doesn't make any sense to me, because like when this all started, they didn't want you going to a doctor's office or anything unless you were really bad. Like, why go sit in a waiting room and infect other people when you already know you have COVID? Today is Tuesday, and I am learning real fast that if you ever get COVID and have to call out of something, lie and say it's something else, because they're gonna make you jump through a bunch of freaking hoops when it's COVID. I'm already so fucking aggravated this morning. So Steven's work sent him home. Nobody wanted him there, because apparently he didn't look good, and 5 other people are out with COVID now, so they're all blaming him. I'm like, there's no freaking way you brought it into that place, because we don't go anywhere when he goes to work, and that's it. So he caught it from somebody there, and now they're all blaming him. So because he has, I guess they did use his paid time off, so he has none left now, and they're telling him he has to do that friggin' short-term disability thing. I'm like, why? To call out for another couple of days? It doesn't make any sense to have to go through all of that. When I worked at Rite Aid, and if I ran out of sick time, which towards the end it was kind of hard to do because I had been there for so many years that I built up a lot of it every year. But if I didn't have any sick time, I would just call out and not get paid for it. That's how it usually works. What is wrong with these corporations and companies nowadays? Like, it's making me feel and sound old, but why do they all act like this? And then for Aiden's school, because I called him out today and told them that he had COVID, the freaking nurse emailed me back and was like, please contact his doctor's office, I need a note. I called him out for 2 days the last time he was sick, and nobody asked me for a note or anything, but now because it's COVID, they need a note for it. So I'm like, I hope to God his doctor doesn't want to see him, because I'm not friggin' bringing him all the way there today. His doctor's office is like 40 minutes away from here now that we moved. So I called, and of course you get like the receptionist. So she asked for the school nurse's number to fax a note, so I hope she's doing that, but she said the doctor will get back to you later. So like, I'm just gonna be like, we can't get there, we're sick. I don't want to sit in your waiting room getting everybody else sick. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but if she says that she has to see him in order to give a doctor's note, I'm gonna tell the nurse, listen, I can't get there, so I don't know what you want me to do. You're a nurse for a frickin' virtual school. He's not going to go into school and get anybody sick. I don't know why you're making such a big deal over this. I'm just, I'm stressed to the max right now because this is all so ridiculous. Making me talk on the phone and shit I don't like doing, on top of not feeling great. I still don't feel 100%. I'm very, congested still, and my nose is aggravating me. I gotta film a video, and I don't want to because my voice is gonna be all annoying. So apparently, Aiden's doctor's office did not send the freaking note over. They didn't fax the note over to Aiden's school yet. They called and said they didn't do it yet because they want to have a phone interview about Aiden's COVID. I'm like, what else do you want me to tell you? He tested positive for it because my husband brought it home. I have it. Like, I can't believe how outrageously ridiculous this all is. So now they can't do that until 4:30 today, so they're gonna call and friggin' probably ask me the same goddamn questions they've already asked 4 times already. So I had to email the school nurse and tell him that I'm sorry they haven't sent the note over yet. I thought they were going to send it yesterday. They want to talk to me on the phone first and then they'll send it. I'm stressing out more over this shit now. And like, why is this so... You can't just give me a friggin' doctor's note? Like, I told you he has COVID. He still has it. We all have it. Why can't you just send a freaking note over and be done with it? Like, you guys are stressing me out over this shit. Like, I don't like how I'm being made to feel like maybe I'm taking it wrong, but I feel like everybody's making us feel like we're lying about it. Why the fuck would I be lying about this? None of us asked for this. No one wanted this. Steven's gonna end up with no job again because of this. Like, it freaking... I've had it. Like, I've freaking had it this week. So the nurse had emailed me and said, like, thank you for letting me know what's going on, because they hadn't gotten the doctor's note yet, and asked how Aiden was feeling today. And I'm like, he's feeling better. He doesn't have a fever anymore and stuff like that. And then he emails me back and says, nice, so will he be in school tomorrow? Why are they rushing everybody to get back super fast, super quick? Like, if this was a regular in-person school, they'd want him back that soon? Like, oh, he doesn't have a fever anymore, he can come back. It's just, I'm getting so freaking aggravated with this. I'm gonna make sure that the doctor puts it in the note that he's staying out the rest of the week, just to spite these people, because they're pissing me off. Like, I don't understand why I'm being given such a hard time. I feel like I'm going back and forth arguing with this guy all goddamn week. And friggin', I know for a fact there's been kids in his class that have had COVID and they're out an entire week. So why are they giving me such a hard time? Did they give them their parents the same freaking amount of stress? I'm getting like way too worked up over this, and I'm getting super fucking pissed off. There's no need to be bothering me, emailing me all goddamn day and making me have to keep going in and check this for no freaking reason. I told you he's sick. Freaking listen to what I said and get over it. It's not like he misses a bunch of school all the time. He's sick, so he's not going to sit there on the computer doing school all day. I have a hard enough time getting him to pay attention to stuff as it is, never mind friggin' not feeling 100% and having to do this shit. So they can bite me. I'm getting so freaking aggravated with the school and the freaking stupid nurse. It's freaking 10 past 5 o'clock. The doctor's office was supposed to call at 4:30. I didn't expect them to be right on time, but nobody's called yet. So now I get to stress about this tomorrow again too, I guess, because I'm gonna have to call them back and be like, nobody called me yesterday, and explain the whole fucking thing again. I'm so aggravated. I don't understand why this has to be so difficult. I really freaking don't. Give me a goddamn note or don't give me a note. All of this for a goddamn doctor's note. This wasn't even an enjoyable, let's rest and relax and recuperate from this week off, because freaking all it's done is cause me stress and freaking aggravation. So yeah, 5:12, nobody's called yet. That's where I'm at right now. So it is Thursday. Last night, after I was done bitching on here, the doctor's office finally called, and all they did was ask the same questions that the lady on the phone before had already asked. But she said, just keep him home until Monday. I will send the note in the morning, so this morning, hopefully the school got it. I didn't hear anything from the school or anything. I never emailed the nurse back when he asked if he was going to be in today. I had a friggin' enough of that school nurse yesterday. I just stopped emailing him, stopped answering him. And he didn't send me any other emails, so whatever. What was I going to say? I don't know, but my lips are still so chapped. I just put some lip balm on them. But this is like tinted lip balm, and I don't want super bright red lips right now. I'm starting a sale tomorrow, even though I really don't friggin' feel like it. I have to make money now because Steven has to find another job. So I wanted to wait at least another week to have a sale, just so I'm not like super overdoing it, but I have to have a sale tomorrow. So I did a few Valentine's Day colors, even though it's not like this stuff is not going to get to people in time for Valentine's Day. Everybody seemed to still want like a Valentine's Day collection, so I did a few. I did five eyeshadow colors and a new highlighter. And then I don't really have anything in the works for Bath & Body stuff or anything, but I'll put the Bath & Body stuff on sale tomorrow too. So there's that. I have to order a couple things for supplies. So it is Friday. My nose is finally somewhat clearing up. I'm trying not to use the nose spray. I had to use it before I went to sleep last night, because if I don't, I can't fall asleep. We usually on Saturdays we DoorDash Dunkin' Donuts, but Steven wanted it today, so I'm not entirely pleased with the way my drink came out. I don't usually get coffee drinks because normally the caffeine is makes me too jittery, but I feel like I needed the extra boost today, and so far I'm okay, but I've only drank this much of a small one, so this is just a frozen coffee with like mocha swirl in it, because they don't make the mocha cooladas anymore, and that used to be like my favorite thing. But if you get it with the swirl in it, it tastes pretty much the same, depending on who makes it, because sometimes they don't put the sweetened swirl in it, and it just tastes like bitter crap. But I haven't come across anything else that smells or tastes weird yet. I'm really not happy with the fact that ketchup tastes like bleach, because I love ketchup. I need this to go away. I put ketchup on so much stuff, like I can't even imagine it tasting like bleach all the time. But people are telling me it does go away eventually. I would rather it go away sooner than later. I got rid of Hulu so that we could get HBO Max, because we both have been wanting to watch The Last of Us, and we watched the first episode last night. It's pretty good so far. I never played the game, so I don't have anything to compare it to. Like, I know the gist of the game, but what has been... Why does it say that my subscription has been canceled? Aiden, you better not be playing with the Roku again. Uh-oh. Now I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it took me a while to realize that what's his name? Pedro Pascal and the girl Bella Ramsey, the two main characters that are in that show, were both in Game of Thrones. I don't think they didn't ever have any scenes together, but I liked them both in that show, so it's decent so far of what we've seen of it. The first episode was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, how long is this first episode? Because usually a show isn't longer than like an hour. I don't know if they're all going to be like that, but I had to order ribbon because I use ribbon to press the my eyeshadows, obviously. And I was all out of it. So I'm like, how the hell am I going to press? Well, Steven's doing the pressing. It just feels now like it's a head cold that does not want to go away. And like, I've only been using that nose spray once a day, and it's before I go to bed. So then I wake up and I'm all congested again like this, and I'm trying, like, I don't use it throughout the day because I don't want to be reliant on it and have to keep using it for like a month to be able to get to sleep and stuff. So I'm trying to just not use it. If I can fall asleep without using it tonight, I think I'll be okay tomorrow. But it's so hard to sleep when your nose is stuffed. Like, no matter how many pillows I use to try to prop myself up, nothing ever helps. And then it's like you're sitting there trying to breathe out of your mouth, and then that's just uncomfortable because your throat gets all dry, and it's like, ugh, just go away. When I'm like up and moving around, my nose kind of clears out, but it's like this never-ending congestion that does not want to go away. And then yesterday we got Aiden pretty much caught up on the schoolwork that he's missed. He has a couple things that he's going to do today, because I know he has like a social studies thing and a science thing to do. But Fridays are like, they're all done with school at this point anyway, because I only have live classes until 12 o'clock, and then after that is like catch up on work from the week, or you're supposed to be doing schoolwork and stuff, but he's always done with it because I keep him caught up with it all week. So we're gonna finish what he has left to do for the week later, and then he goes back to school on Monday. I really, really want to do the closets tomorrow. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do it. Steven's home, so I mean, he can help me do it, but I think it's gonna have to include cleaning out that big storage closet in the hall too, because I'm gonna need to make some room for stuff in there, I think, and I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with all the crap that I have to get rid of. There's a bunch of crap to get rid of now, but I'm gonna go blow my nose. This is probably gonna be it for the week here, and I will talk to you next week, hopefully feeling much better and not congested anymore.